And we're back. This is what we call transgender hate mail, homosexual hate mail, atheist hate mail. Basically, me reacting to a bunch of screencasts on YouTube and DeviantArt. The response to comments I made against the deviant lifestyles and a few other things. Trigger warning. If you like what I'm saying, go ahead, click off the video. Not lying, say hate speech for my videos. Because there is hate speech for my videos, just future hate. That's a different story. Let's continue on. People getting things wrong in these comment sections. And me try to shade them out with versus basic biology. And then we getting ticked off about that. Let's go on here. And there's an overlap, but it's important to have that overlap so we can do things right. Continue on here. It's very hot up in here, and so I'm going to be using my fan. That's how it goes. And someone says, "Hero Comics, you will be a terrible friend. If I tell you the truth all the time, those are terrible friends. You know, real friends, they lie to you. You know, they do all kinds of stuff to lie to you, to make you, you know, they'll kiss your behind. You know, they'll do all kinds of stuff to flatter you. You know, doesn't the Bible say that? You know." You know, they said the wounds of a friend are faithful, more faithful than the kisses of an enemy. Yeah, there you go. You know, you'd be a terrible friend. Like, yep. No, I would not be a terrible friend. I would be a very good friend because I'll be telling the truth all the time. Get you straight. It's one of the saddest things ever. They think I would be because they don't give them what I don't give them what they want. You know, I don't. I'm not a yes man. You know, a doormat yes man. So no, that doesn't work. So she's dressing like herself, you know, like a girl. The dude is dressing like a girl, so that's him dressing like himself, you know, in disguise. You know, bullcrap. And so here goes. Race is not the same as gender. No, it's not. You know, so here goes. It's not a feeling. It's not feelings. It's totally feelings. It's just wrong. It's just feeling. Because you feel wrong. What hurts your feelings is that nobody has accepted your cult and science denial of truth. Is it true? Being black is physical. The transgender and homosexual lifestyles are based on belief. Next. And I say, then they must learn to adjust their identity to accept their bodies. And I say, good friends always tell the truth. Bad friends lie. I say, no, he dresses to deceive people, to think he's a girl. That is wrong. No, he's not. No, it's not. Race is physical. Gender identity is mental. Go. That's pseudoscience denial because of actual science. Cancer, informative career cancer, testicular. What is testicular? Cancer of the testicles. This is male. Your hormones, influence, glands, ovaries. This is female. According to real science, the science of biology. What did I say? Wait. There was one thing. One last thing. I said there's no binary spiritually. There is no binary spiritually. There is one physically. There we go. Also, this is my opinion. Yeah, so as you have one, so I respect it. Okay, boomer. I accept you. Sure, biologically wise, thank you. Yeah, so he is male. He is still female. What? No, he's male. Doesn't cost you anything to respect a person's preferred gender and pronouns. It costs a lot because you're lying about yourself. Saying he's still female can hurt him a bit. Oh wait. Oh, biologically he's still female. This is Rad Packs. This is Rad Packs. And he's still female can hurt a bit. You know, please be mindful. You know, be mindful of that because it's reality. You know, you're bringing reality to that fantasy. You're destroying the fantasy. You know, it's hurt them. You know. When I met someone considering transition, I tell them that transition affects every single relationship they have, and that there are no better way to find out who your real friends are. Kind of. I don't know about that. Yeah. Biological, she is a female. Science is supported as a claim. And how does person not informed? It's not called science. You know, insert current year. Psychology is science of love. Yes, but the science that has to adjust to physical science. If he identifies as a male, then his body is male body because it's his body. Bullcrap. Science and being trans are not things that counter each other. They totally do. I think they are. Science says the testicles are male, the ovaries are female. The transgender way of life says they're male and female feelings when they are not. Eyeglasses emoji. I said, sounding like a girl and looking like a girl does not make you a girl. Being more with ovaries does. I said, nope, that wasn't cosmetic surgery. Gender assignment surgery is. Right on. And I get all these saved if they repent. It all can be saved if they repent. So, and I say, it does not glorify that stuff. It documents it. That's like saying a Civil War document. Glorify slavery. Here goes. I don't know what you're referring to. That was months ago. Oh, well, I still disagree with you about the transgender lifestyle. That was the point of it. Okay. Would you like to start a conversation about it? I'm okay. I said, there are many other responses to this and other videos I'm debating on. She is. But okay, trans fool. Who's else? Yes, she is a girl through life. Yeah. Not a girl in that area due to those parts. Outside that, they're 100% fool. It's the stupidest comments ever. Because it's like this. They are not a girl in that area due to those parts, his penis and testicles. But outside of that, they are 100% female. No, he's not. Well, he's a male, 100% male. Sorry, that doesn't work. Oh, ignore his penis and testicles. The other things that make you male or female, yeah, ignore those. Hands. His hands are female, right? No. His feet are female. No. Nope. They can look it, but they're not. She is, bro. I know he is not. How is being trans a huge secret? To be honest, that's not really crazy or horrible. It's just being yourself, right? No, it's not. It's being someone, trying to be someone else. Lying about your biological sex. Wrong. Don't do that. So the reason it's so huge is because when you're born as a guy, you take hormones and stuff to appear like a girl. However, the fact that they biologically remain a male. When people hear their friend they thought was female was male, especially at that age, it can be hard to understand because that's effed up. That, and there are still stigmas in some places about transgenders. Over here too. However, just like mental illness, there's a way to treat it. I disagree with mutilating and removing sexual organs and body parts. However, I'm okay with taking hormones and dressing differently. No, I'm not okay with any of that. Doesn't help. You want to remove all the ways to help. God makes no mistakes. I have social anxiety. He did that. No, he didn't. The devil did that. He made you afraid. It wasn't a mistake. It was a bad belief system. That doesn't mean he doesn't plan for me to change and improve the character in the long run. God did not give you social anxiety. God does not give you the spirit of fear, but the power, love, and a sound mind. It doesn't work that way. That's the devil. Fight against the devil. Resist the devil. Draw close to God. Resist the devil. He will flee. That's what it goes. Someone says, "This was your opinion. Religion isn't facts because of lies I was told." So just no one say, "Well, look at it to greet you." But please don't use the vulgar language here, like talking about genders with names that are inappropriate, such as the P word. What? Inappropriate? What? What? That's not appropriate. Those are the genitals. The females you use for a female sex organ because it violates community guidelines. And you no, it doesn't. Female sex organ? Oh, that P word. A different story. But yeah, that sex organ, the female sex organ. That's actually a slang term for vulva. Yeah. Now that one is a P word for that. That's a kind of a gray area there. We'll continue on here. So as the transgender kids know that they are not the gender of the body they're born in, the stereotype of the body they were born in. It's not a choice that they make, it's a choice that they make. I hope you can attend with LGBTQ plus people eventually when you become more open-minded through lies. Accept people for who they are through lies. Also, Jaden is a girl boy, not a little boy. He's a boy, and will always be a boy, sorry. If God makes no mistakes, then how can people have even so-called mental illnesses on the dark side? Fighting them. They're fighting against the dark side without God's help. We got to trust God on things. How can people want to use makeup? That's people, like males, that's bad choices. Why do people take vitamins? To help out, like getting the food, nutrition in their food. Because God makes no mistakes, it's perfect, right? Why do people get plastic surgery? They choose to. Got it. Someone says, it does depend on your religion, She was young at the same time. Geez, she was 10. Such a reaction for a 10-year-old is actually awesome. If I were her, I would have probably freaked out or gotten really scared because nobody was into these things at such a young age. 10, girl with 10, saying it is a big deal because they get judged so much and they get said you can't change your gender, your gender, biological sex. As long as they sound really effing irritating, that reality exists. Yes, I'm sorry about that. That's how it goes. Then someone says, "Thank you for respecting my opinion. I think it's safe to say they respectfully disagree with each other. Thank you." That's because of the original sin, not God. God does not. Someone else says, "God not make mistakes, but people do." Someone says, "You can't change your sex. You can't change your gender because gender is a social concept and sex is a biological concept." Yeah, true. Your identity, but don't lie about your biological sex though. We're doing it. Yeah. Someone says, "I see myself as a boy. I am transgender, and most of my friends don't know I'm biologically a girl, and hopefully they never will." Okay, lying about your biological sex is wrong. Stop that. And so it's, I hope everything goes just fine, dude, girl. I'm actually a trans girl, and boy that wants to be a girl. Lying about biological sex. So you're fine. Your friends are real. They won't hate you for it through lies. But the close you actually are. By the close on who you actually are. What you actually are. So keep secrets from your friends. See yourself as a boy too, through lies. Stay strong, and it can be tough sometimes. Smiley face, through life. But everything's okay if you're comfortable. You're trying to come out if you were to, I feel. But also trans man, girl, if you boy. It's a line way Michael sex. Yeah.